before some people lose it. If my dad was a Williams, then I'm a Williams, right? I'm not my dad, but I am a descendant of him as such, right? So same thing here. We're all designed to create and be creators of something, and we have a purpose. And so your friend is never going to stand in the way of you fulfilling that purpose, because they may now just be a foe disguising themselves as a friend who's just using you to get to where you're going, because they don't really understand their own purpose. A friend refuses to let you operate at less than you have been called to be. So if you're operating beneath or below your potential and your friend allows that, you need to let them go. That's not your friend. That's if you have any aspirations of truly growing. If you're content, then so be it. And maybe that is where you and your friend operate from. But I know as for me and my dreams, which I don't want to continue to be deferred or put off, I have to surround myself with people who care about, who can see, oh my gosh, they have the vision to see what it is that I may need to be doing or where I need to be going. And they do it in such a way that I can receive it, because I can receive their help because they are my friend, right? I might think if they're my friend, there are going to be times when I know I need their help. If they're my friend, there's going to be times that I know I need their help, and I'm going to want their help. If they're my friend, I may want the help right now as soon as I see the problem. If they're my friend, I not only want the help right now and know I need it, but I'm okay with accepting that help from them. And lastly, if they're my friend, I am going to be willing to hear what they have to say from them about my current situation and be willing to do what it takes to be helped. So that means they cannot do all the work for me, but I've got to at least be open to hearing what they have to say, right? A friend isn't silent. They will inform you of your blind spots. A friend holds you accountable and supports you in your responsibility, meaning they respect your boundaries and they respect your purpose. So a friend is not going to do things or help you engage in activities that go against who you were designed to be. Because first of all, this friend is so dope. They're busy also doing what they were designed to do. So those same teammates around you should be individuals, again, that you trust. You trust their vision. You know they provide some type of insight or wisdom. They're going to keep it real with you. You can trust them. They respect you and you them. They keep it realistic, meaning they aren't just saying whatever to you because it sounds good. They're operating in the present, and they have a sense of grace when it comes to handling you in areas where you need help. So they're gentle with your heart, and you're able to then in turn, of course, be it one way or the other, the order doesn't matter, but you're able to now reflect these same things back to your friend. So your friend has your back, right? Real friends will be honest with how you land. So this is Julia Manuel, and it's from Tiny Buddha's Guide to Loving Yourself. And she's talking about making it a priority to check in with your real friends. But I think you can only hear about where you land or their opinion when you've been checking in. And a lot of people, you know, I reach out to a lot of people and I hear from a lot of people that they wish that they did a better job of staying in touch. What this tells me is that I'm probably not. Let me take that back. You may not be who I consider to be a real friend, because I cannot rely on you to be there in my times of need because you don't check in. But you, however, may believe that I am your real friend. And I am, because I'm also operating out of my purpose. See, so I believe that there are different levels of friendships and different dynamics and directions that they can exist. And the greatest of these are when you have a mutual friendship where you are both on the same page, and you know that you have which can lead into a partner, I think, is someone who's committed, they're going to keep their word, and you guys enjoy each other. It's like literally that basic. So there's that bond, and it sounds like it could be romantic, but it could also be your best friends. This friend, this primary starter along with you, or this partner, they're a shelter from the storm. They are a companion. They are a helpmate. You have love for them. They are truly a friend. They go there with you even when you have downfalls or you misstep, and they're willing to work things out in times of conflict. And we work from a place of not just tolerance, I believe, but I think fairness. They show compassion. And what's also very important is the friends also forgive. And I think that's really it. You know what I mean? Maybe not as hype as some of my other podcasts, but I thought this was important. I had been thinking about what was I going to talk about. I think we had something funny the other day, but I had been thinking about the friends that I had, like, quote unquote lost, people that up and left. And I wondered to myself if they really left me, or did God remove them from my life? And I couldn't really be sure. And for the longest, I felt maybe I did something wrong. But as I talked today about what it means to be a friend, to have a friend, what's a friendship? What does that mean? What does it look like? I know that I was a help to them. But in learning this and hearing Darius Daniels talk about people that you can't help, I think God removed them from me as I kept asking him to do for me. And it looked like they left me, but I think maybe God removed them from my life in order for me to continue focusing on my purpose, because I was spending so much time trying to help them when they may have not wanted it, may have not felt they needed it. They didn't want to hear it from me, and so they left. But unbeknownst to me, this departure in our separation was more about me continuing in my purpose, so that I'm not wasting time fertilizing and nurturing something that may already either be dead or something that is not in season. So we're talking about timing, right? And so timing is really almost everything. Ecclesiastes 3 just talks about there's a time for everything. Everything happens for a reason. And I think that's important also to think about friendships. We have friends for certain times, for certain reasons, for certain seasons. And it may be that sometimes we think someone's a friend, but really they're just an associate. And it seems we have a friendship because it's convenient. And so when it seems like that, just watch and see when something in your life changes. You no longer work at that job and you don't hear from them anymore. But it was like, yo, you used to call me and wake me up every morning as a friend because you cared and knew my shortcomings. And people that know me, Lord, they know that is not my strength. So my friend would call as a friend and say, hey, are you up? And it's just, I put it yesterday, I think, on my Instagram, or today, but it's really just the little things that are so important and so big most times that we need in order to make it through the day, the moment, that season. It's a friend showing up. It's a friend asking, hey, is there anything I can get from the store for you? And you go, wow, that is so small, but yes, I need that. I need that. You need it. At that time, it's so little. But at that time, in that moment, there's nothing you needed probably more because you're lacking those things that you need. And so a friend is not responsible for doing that, but because they probably want to see you operate at your full potential, they are being obedient in asking you that and checking on you and checking up on you and helping to see how can they make your dreams happen. And so I guess I just want to say, don't be so scared or alarmed about losing a quote unquote friend. Focus on nurturing those friendships where there's a mutual love exchange. The people that you call them, they pick up. The people that even though they can never make it to your event, you can call them about something. Or sometimes it's that friend, even as much as I check up on everybody, they always still check on me because they're not in my immediate circle. But and even though we miss each other here and there, he always checks on me. And I appreciate that, Jermaine. Like it goes, without saying, you are a friend. Because there are people who I probably do much more for or interact with or see much more often that I don't hear from. And I have an understanding that, all friendships and all relationships are different. I think that's the beauty in it. But at the end of the day, can you be trusted? Can I trust you to give me good insight, good wisdom, perspective, to tell the truth, to be respectful to me? Can I pass you the baton in a crunch or a bind? Are you going to handle me with grace? Can you forgive me when I mess up? Can you understand my shortcomings and understand that they may never change and still want to vibe with me? That's the only people I need on that court with me. Or on the bench, right? Because the team is almost only as strong as the bench is, And sometimes there's that older person that's a mentor, that's like a mentor and a friend, that coach you have that's got your back no matter what, that's telling you, hey, look out for this. They're not on the court with you, but they're there to help make them some things happen. And that might be a good mentor who's like a friend, but you have like this utmost respect for them. They've been there, they've done that. And so you seek out their wisdom in order to sharpen yourself. But I can't wait for you guys to hear next week's episode. Episode should be 39. I'm going to have Shay Christie on there, founder of Bloom Ayiti. We, as in Finish Focus, and Bloom Ayiti just collabed on a shoot, some dope stuff. Check her out. Check them out. Also had opportunity to work with a really dope artist. If you haven't heard, Gray, Instagram @ official Gray Music. He snapped last year doing Thanksgiving for the You Name It challenge. He did a vegan version, so check him out. Plant-based tripping, excuse me. He's doing some dope things, and if you haven't heard his album, it's called The Breaks. I've listened to it at least 10 times since hearing about it from Saturday, I want to say. If not, starting it on Sunday. And I absolutely love it. Great use of samples, all of that good stuff. I also want to shout out Common Sense Code. She has a new fragrance dropping today. It's for all y'all that like to steal, I'm going to say because I wear men's cologne and I think I smell cologne. She like I smell cologne. People, like to wear your sweatshirts or your hoodies and all that. But anyway, she's got a fragrance for that. So now you don't even have to start cuffing early. You can just get down to business and light that candle assist and not even be bothered, because remember, you are enough. And if those of you that have been banging with me since episode 1, love yourself more than anybody else loves you. I think that's the title. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you so much, all of y'all new listeners, people that have been keeping up with the podcast since from the beginning. Another shout out to KG Codes now. Used to be Kelvin, 100 Kelvins, which I think is still dope. I want to say that's still his producer name, but KG Codes, hit him up for any software or let me say more specifically coding needs, which may be apps, websites. The dude is on fire. We chopped it up earlier this week. Last week I was having some major computer issues. And he got me right. We were supposed to have a guest today, but no worries. I think I gave you guys some steak or potatoes, Some of y'all plant-based.